Far-right activists from Germany spent U.S. election day at Trump's Mar-a-Lago. AfD parliamentary candidate and influencers posed for photos with now president-elect at his Florida home. As Donald Trump gathered his supporters, family and friends at Mar-a-Lago on U.S. election day last month to wait for the results to trickle in, a small group of far-right Germans went largely unnoticed. Among them was the purported semi-professional, one-time porn actor, self-confessed former cocaine user, convicted thief and hard-right candidate for the German parliament Philipp Anders Rau. Together with a compact delegation of young political activists and influencers, Rau posed for the cameras with the American president-elect at his invitation, chanting "Fight! Fight! Fight!" in English and German. Members of the Alternative for Deutschland AfD party had already been making inroads with the Trump camp for several months before the U.S. vote, as Europe's populist anti-migration forces attempt to harness MAGA's momentum before Germany's general election in February. Alice Weidel, the AfD leader, became one of the first politicians abroad to welcome Trump's victory, and party members say they are cultivating proximity to the incoming administration, with a few planning to attend next month's inauguration in Washington. Rau, an AfD candidate for the Bundestag from Saxony-Anhalt state, posted snapshots on Instagram of his brief encounter with Trump in Florida on November 5, with voting still underway. It will remain an everlasting memory, being allowed as the first and until now only member of the AfD to shake the hand of Real Donald Trump on the day of his victory, he wrote. "We hope that Donald Trump will create the renewal for his country that we as the AfD plan for our country." Rau stood beaming next to Trump, who was wearing a MAGA hat. They were joined by Leonard Jaeger, who, as Ketzer der Neuzeit, heretic of the New Age, posts anti-LGBTQ and conspiracy theory videos on YouTube, the right-wing activist Beat Ulrich Zerpel, and Fabrice Ambrosini, a former regional leader of the center-right CDU's youth wing who was pressed to step down in 2021 after allegedly flashing the straight-armed Hitler salute. A criminal investigation against him was ultimately dropped. Jaeger and the lesser-known Zerpel later shared a video of their moment in the spotlight, in which Trump emerges on the club veranda and beckons for the group to come to him. "Hello everybody, so where's my German friends?" The men begin chanting "Fight! Fight! Fight!" the rallying cry Trump shouted after the attempt on his life at a Pennsylvania rally in July. Someone off camera asks them to say it in German and they oblige, before Trump shakes each of their hands and says, "Thank you, fellas." Jaeger posted, "We just shouted camped, 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 fight, fight, fight," with President Trump at Mar-a-Lago Club right before election night. "We as Germans need a conservative revolution based on Christian values as well. Elon Musk, German mainstream media won't like this." 2 months out from the February 23 election, and polling in second place with about 18%, the nationalist AfD has been undeterred by Trump's criticism of Germany over its defense spending, car exports, and energy policy. But the young men's enthusiasm for Trump, 78, and giddy bewilderment at their arrival at his private club are less surprising than how they ended up at his side in the first place, with the meeting's origins remaining murky. Rau is a divisive figure even within the anti-migrant, anti-Islam AfD. He belongs to a state chapter that the Domestic Security Agency has classified as confirmed right-wing extremist, while the National Party has been deemed suspected right-wing extremist. The 41-year-old has taken legal action against the Magdeburger Volksstimme newspaper, which published a series on a number of suspected scandals in Rau's past. Accused by a rival at an AfD party congress in August of moonlighting as a paid porn actor, Rau issued a denial. "At no time did I make professional videos. I am neither a virgin nor a porn star." However, after Rau sued the Volksstimme's publishers, a court in Frankfurt ruled in favor of the journalist, saying he participated in filming for a professional porn video that was clearly intended for release. Rau was also convicted of fraud in 2017 for falsifying his high school final report card to gain admission to university, according to court records cited by Volksstimme. A defense lawyer argued his cocaine addiction at the time was a mitigating circumstance. And in 2012 he was found guilty of stealing, with a female accomplice, more than €1,500 worth of goods from a Munich hotel, including 100 towels, 80 bed linens, and 21 soap dispensers. In both cases, Rau, who has since declared bankruptcy, received a suspended sentence. According to media reports, it was the AfD politician Jan Wenzel Schmidt who served as Rau's door opener to